What's up, guys? Before we get into this video real quick, due to some events in my young auditing career, I will try to be rolling now on 3 cameras at all times, my phone and 2 GoPros. I had something happen a while back and I couldn't get it like I wanted to because of the lack of footage. So if anybody on here is selling any GoPros, preferably 6, 7, or 8, please email me or comment below and let me know. I've had people reach out saying that they will that they'll buy the GoPro for me. You know, I've never really took handouts, but I'll never tell you to not support me in any way. But for those that are wanting to, I will leave my PayPal and Cash App in the description. But if anybody on here is selling any GoPros, please let me know, because I need one. I need 2 of them actually. If you have one that live streams to YouTube, please let me know, because I need that bad. But again, that's just a quick insert. Let's get into this video.
Like get a body cam on you? See?
Yeah, I got a body cam.
Right. I mean, it works both ways. What's the big
This is
deal?
not an area for the general public.
But it's not fenced off.
I know it's not fenced off. We don't allow general public back here.
What's your ranking here, brother?
Officer Sutton.
Officer Sutton, what's your ranking here?
I'm a deputy sheriff.
A deputy sheriff?
Yeah, I work civil process.
Okay, I was just asking. I just wanted identification. Thank you, sir.
Who are you?
That's okay. So we're not allowed here for a security risk, to my understanding. I just want to be on a level playing field with you because I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. So it's a security risk that we can't be back here.
Yeah, we don't allow nobody back here.
Is that
You
a
can
building?
be over in the road.
Is that a building policy or is that state law?
Well, that's building policy.
So you know our state law trumps your building policy. If we wanted to take that route, and again, I don't want to be argumentative. I just want you to kind of understand where we're coming from. Hey, come stand right here. I just want to understand where you're coming from because I don't want any confusion.
We don't allow nobody over here.
And that's understandable. I completely agree with that. But again, if that's building policy, do you understand the difference between your policy and state law? If this is public property because it's tax funded. So unless there's a state law or a state statute to back up what you're telling me, I don't mind abiding by the law. That's just where I want to level with you. I don't want to be argumentative.
Why are you just doing tape recording?
For my safety.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, and
Don't bother me if
yeah,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
okay, yeah, and again, I completely respect
why are
that
you going around recording our buildings and stuff?
because again, this is publicly accessible property.
But
So it's not like the front of the building is public and the back is private. This all sits on public property, correct? So again, if your building policy doesn't allow me back here,
it says no vehicles are past this.
again, that's a vehicle code. I'm not a vehicle.
Yeah, I know that, but
So if you know that, why did you?
allow-
So you don't personally want it back here. See, it's a different. Again, I'm just trying to level with you. And again, I don't
I'm
want
just
to.
trying to level you.
I don't want to slander anything.
Trust
You're
me.
giving me a vehicle code about my
I
person.
understand that, but we don't generally allow nobody back here.
That doesn't change the law. That's what I'm trying to level with you with. If it's a law, I completely get that. I'm a law-abiding citizen. But if it's a personal request because of a building policy, if we want it to be buttholes, which I'm not saying I want to be that. I'm just trying to level with you. We don't have to abide by that policy. That's your policy. But that sign there says authorized vehicles. I'm not in a vehicle, so I'm authorized to walk this area. If that makes sense. And again, I'm not trying to be a hard ass. I just want to understand where you're coming from.
Trustees out here working and everything. We
What-
don't right now at the moment.
Yeah, I understand. Well, again,
But see, our problem is they see you back here. Okay, it's okay to go back here.
so can I ask you a question with that being said? Why isn't there a fence built here? I'm just trying to level with you. Again, I don't want you to think I'm pushing any buttons. I'm just trying to level with you on a legal standpoint. If there's trustees working back here, why isn't there a fence built? You get what I'm saying, though? I mean, like, I get what you're saying. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. Is your body cam rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, that's great. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, I always use
I
my
feel
body
better.
cam.
I feel a lot better.
That's good. I think body cams have kind of, I won't say saved America, but they help at times. Don't you
Well,
think?
you know, even though they don't tell the whole story.
That
sometimes.
is true. Yeah. I mean,
People don't realize that.
yeah, they don't.
But
They don't. I
we're
mean,
just
so
curious why you are
it's always different for
filming
every case.
back here.
Oh,
I mean,
just filming. Yeah, that's it.
how do we, you know, and I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand. And who's the highest ranking officer in this bunch here?
The Lieutenant Hurley.
Lieutenant who again?
Hurley.
Hurley?
Hello.
How you doing? And which one am I speaking with again? This gentleman here?
Yeah. My name is Lieutenant Stephen.
How you doing? I'm Dave. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Just trying to understand a few things here. And again, I didn't want him to think I was being
Okay.
argumentative. Just trying to understand a few things. I get there.
We can walk back up to the front, and I'll have whatever conversation you want to have with you. Right. This area right here is not accessible to the public. We have seized vehicles that are secured here that people who are not law enforcement do not have access to.
So,
If you want to walk back up to the front, I'll be more than happy to have any kind of conversation you want to have.
Yes, sir. Could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Here on camera, so because I don't want to slander anything that you're saying.
Okay.
Is this piece of strip here? Is this public or private? This strip here.
This grass area?
This grass area.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
So we can film from right here.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Stay
all I
right
want
there
to
all day
understand.
long if you want to.
That's
Okay.
all I want to understand. Again, I didn't want to put words in your mouth or say that you said
What
anything.
questions do you have for us?
Oh, nothing. We'll just film it, and we had to.
Well, I just want to make it clear.
Had a nice
that If
conversation.
you come on to this area here, you are considered trespassing because this is where we keep secured vehicles. This is the back of our jail. Of course, it's pretty obvious as you can see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do have a suggestion. Is where something is secured, is build a fence and then put a sign on it.
I
because
would love for that to
I'll
happen.
pay for it.
The county commission's
I'll
the one
pay
who
for
has
it.
the vote to do that.
Oh man,
We have
I'll
asked
call
for
the
them to put a
commission.
fence around it.
Everybody, please
Well,
call
and
the
I asked
county
the gentleman here.
commission.
So this
And
sign
we'll
up here
set
says
up
authorized
a
vehicle. That's a
PayPal
vehicle code. That's not an
account
authorized personnel sign.
to get fenced.
That doesn't mean it's restricted to us. There's restricted vehicles that's allowed back here. So how is my person not allowed back here? But it says
Well,
authorized vehicles.
if we find people here, we educate them about it.
But there's no sign there.
Okay.
So again, is that a policy? Is that a request? Or is that a state law? That's my question.
It's our policy.
It's a policy.
because
So again, back
we
to
are
him.
required to secure these vehicles.
But I'm not threatening any vehicle. So
The
your
law
policy doesn't trump my state law. This is public property here. This
Yeah,
is all
what
tax
you're saying
funded.
on fine. What you're saying on fine. We have a right to secure areas because there are evidence.
And I get that.
Evidentiary
But
issues.
with this being tax funded, all this is public. So until there's a state law saying that non-authorized LEOs isn't allowed back here, your policy doesn't trump state law. That's what
I'm not
and
going to argue.
I don't want to argue
semantics
with you. I just want to kind of
Well,
understand where we're coming
you
from.
want to argue because that's what
No, I'm
you're
not.
doing.
No, again, I just want to
You can
understand.
stand there all day if you want to.
Okay.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. So what happens if we come here?
He's already explained that to you.
So we'll be arrested, even though this is public property.
If you step onto this area after you've been advised not to, that you are considered trespassing because this is a secured area.
So with trespassing, you have to give me the opportunity to leave, and then I come back
And that's what I'm doing right now.
He's giving you that opportunity now.
to leave. So now I have to leave.
Trespassing, you'll go to jail.
If you step onto that property, you've been advised of it. You're not ignorant to the law. You're now being educated. That's what our policy is. If you willfully choose to disobey that, then you're violating law.
I'm violating your policy. It's a difference because you just stated I'm violating your policy. Policy isn't state law.
Semantics with you. If you want to stand there and argue all day,
I'm not arguing with you.
sit
That's
on YouTube. Have a good
that's
day.
between you and my attorney. But your policy isn't state law.
Need to sit in the lawn session.
These guys here have no idea what's going on. But do you see what I'm saying? How tight they hold on to policy, and they have no idea that their policy has nothing to do with state law. After he admitted that this is public property. And if y'all didn't hear, as he said bye, he said see you on YouTube. All right, I'm about to cut this video here, guys. They're telling everybody that if they see us on property across here to arrest us, that we can't come across this right here. Apparently, this is a imaginary line right here that we can't be across it. Anything happens, I keep y'all updated.